Hello YouTube, my name is Alston, and normally I make YouTube videos for people that are just getting started with affiliate marketing, passive income, and making money online. The only exception to that is on Sundays. On Sundays I like to record a little motivational video for myself, and I welcome you to tag along. In this video, I am going to talk about interest, desire, motivation, how that can help you persevere, how that can help you get other people to do what you want them to do, and more. Before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification if this video or any other video on this channel has helped you in any way. So let's get started. So interest, desire, motivation comes from the sales tactic that I learned at a for-profit university. My first real job out of college was at a for-profit or market-funded university, as they like to call it. And while there were some drawbacks to that university and working there, they did a number of great things. One of the best things that they had ever done or had ever taught me was to find out the interest, desire, and motivation of your prospective student or customer. Now, this theory, interest, desire, motivation, is one that I don't see or hear talked about very much. But if you can figure out your customer's interest, desire, and motivation, you can get them to do whatever you want them to do. So I'm going to provide a little example, and then I actually want you to walk through an exercise with me. Let's look at an example real quick. Let's say you walk into a car dealership and you know what you want. Maybe you're not looking to buy just yet, but you have an idea of what you want to do. Car dealerships and car salesmen know they have a bad rap. They have a bad reputation because, people get sold lemons or bad cars or whatever. So instead of, when you first pull up into the car lot, they walk up and they say, "How you doing?" or whatever. They never ask what you're here for because it's obvious. What they do talk about or what they do tap into is your interest, desire, motivation. What size car are you looking for? Are you going to drive around Is it just you or is it you and your family? How many cars do you currently own? Think about when you go to a car dealership or when you go to a good salesman, they don't directly sell you a product. They tap into what your interest, desire, motivation is. You go to a car dealership, your interest automatically is into buying a new car, either buying a new car or getting your current car repaired. So you're there for a car. That's obvious. Desire. Well, what brought you in? What are some of the things that you need? What's important to you? If you need a minivan because you're lugging around kids, that you'll respond, "Hey, I'm looking for something that's reliable, but I can put a lot of miles on it because I've got 4, 5, and 6-year-olds and they've got 10 practices a week." Okay, so they get you to explain to them what type of car you're looking for, why you need it, what's motivating you to get it. Well, my current car or my old car has got 200,000 miles on it. It's going to die soon. And so I need something that's reliable where I don't have to pump money into it. A good car salesman or a good salesman in general is going to get all of this information through a basic conversation. And that was one of the good things about this company that I used to work for, is they wanted you to make it conversational. Ask open-ended, probing questions so that you can actually find out the interest, desire, motivation without directly selling them anything. Once you know those 3 key aspects of a customer, you can link features to benefits and you can get them to buy and sell whatever it was. Now, I don't want you to believe that I was this great salesman when it came to school and education. I was probably average, but the good ones could easily and quickly figure out what was important to you and why you were here. So let me give you another example. Again, working at this school, at this university, obviously they were interested in going back to school. Well, why are you returning back to school? Why now? What's motivating you to complete your education? Well, they would say, "Hey, I'm stuck at this dead-end job. I can't make any more money. My bills are piling up." And then we would ask them, "So what would you do if you didn't restart your education now?" Well, they would say, "Well, I'd have to go back to school. I'd have to possibly find a second job. I may be evicted from my home in a year or two. And so you knew the interest, desire, motivation, and then you could link that back to features and benefits. And you can do that with any product or service that you're selling or promoting. Think about making money online. Again, you've come to this channel because you want to make money online. That's pretty obvious. So that's your interest. Desire. You desire to maybe live comfortably so you don't have to work a second job or live paycheck to paycheck or whatever it is. That is your desire. And then your motivation can be positive or negative. I have 3 kids under the age of 4 years old, so I want to make sure that I provide them with a comfortable life. Or on the other side is I am living month to month. I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul. Some of those other things that are out there, but whatever it is, whatever it may be for you or for me or for your customers, you can tap into that. And then that's where a good salesman will link those features and benefits. So let's walk through a quick little exercise. In this exercise, I'm going to ask you to do 2 things. I'm going to ask you to pause the video, and I'm also going to ask you to write down in the comment box below some of the answers to the questions if you feel comfortable. Obviously, you don't have to because this is YouTube. But again, one of the best things, and I'll actually use another example. I taught at a different school. It was a private school. And I taught it was called Student Success, first class that most students would take. Every student had to take this class. I would tell the students to write down their interest, desire, and motivation. And the reason why I would do that is I would tell them at some point throughout your journey, you're going to want to give up. This is going to be too hard. It's going to be too time consuming. You're going to miss your family, your friends, your baby, your loved one. You're going to want to give up. When that happens, I want you to open up this piece of paper and read your interest, desire, motivation. Your interest may be to get promoted. Your interest may be to go to a different company that pays a lot more. Your desire may be to get into the top echelon of your company, maybe president or CEO. Your desire may be to no longer have to rely on someone to help you pay your bills. And your motivation can be job security or having your own money in the bank, having $1,000 saved up in the bank, or whatever it is. Write down your interest, desire, motivation. And that's what I'm going to have you do today. So I'm going to write down, the first thing I'm going to have you do, and again, I want you to put this in the comment box below if you feel comfortable. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to write down your interest. So what are your interests? Now this one's actually going to be pretty easy. Your interest is either make money online, passive income, affiliate marketing, or you're just curious, you just found my channel somehow on YouTube and now you're here. So that's your interest. Pause the video, take a couple minutes, write down your interest. Next is your desire. What do you desire to do? Maybe your desire can be to take 1 extra vacation a year. Maybe your desire is to pay off your mortgage or pay off your car or get rid of your student loans. So pause the video and write down what your desires are. Write it down on a piece of paper. Also write it down in the comment box below, again, if you feel comfortable. So after you write down your desire, and then write down your motivation. So your motivation is going to be basically what happens if you don't follow through. What happens if you quit? And your quitting could be you stop blogging, you stop making YouTube videos, you stop whatever pursuit that you started on. You stopped attempting to make money online. What is the alternative? What's motivating you? Write both negative and positive things. So, for example, what's motivating? What could be a motivating factor is the ability to again provide a great vacation for your family. Your motivation could be you want to take your entire family to Jamaica at an all-inclusive for a week. Your motivation can be you want to get out of a job before the job gets rid of you. Now, getting rid of could simply be they outsource your job to another country. They close the plant. You want to have a backup plan or a second option. Now, once you're done with that, I'm going to talk about my interest, desire, and motivation. And then maybe that will help you. But pause the video right now and write down your motivation. Okay, great. Now, if you feel comfortable, put those in the comment box below. Writing down your interest, desire, motivation can help hold you accountable because you see it. It's there visually. If you write down your interest, desire, motivation, I will comment on it. I will respond. I'll get the notification to my phone and I'll say, great, thank you for sharing. And I'll heart the comment. But so for me, my interest is to make money online to provide an additional source of revenue for my family. So that's my interest. Very simple, very easy, very clean. Desire. My desire is to make as much money online passively as I do offline. Non-passive, active. So that's my desire. My desire is to be able to supplement my working income with my passive income. So that's my desire. And what's motivating? I have a family. I have 3 kids under the age of 4 that will need to go to college at some point. College right now, university college is about, we're going to estimate going to be like 200, 250 for each one of the kids. So we need to come up with a backup plan. We need to figure out a way to save some money so that they can go to college. Obviously, there are other options. There's grants, there's scholarships, there's financial aid. But if a child or a young adult can start off without the burden of debt, they can go much further. So that is my motivation. My kids are my motivation to find passive income and have a reoccurring income of passive income. Also, you want to think, what's going to happen if I stop pursuing this? Well, the worst case scenario is that my kids do not graduate college debt free. They'll have to be burdened with student loans, like my wife and myself. Another motivation is we owe $250,000 in student loan debt. That's no one else's problem but mine, because I was aware of the investment that I was making when I was making that investment. So we want to be in a position where we can pay that off, and if it comes to it, pay off our kids' financial aid. So that is interest, desire, and motivation in a nutshell. Now, why is this important? As I mentioned earlier, you want to have this piece of paper folded up or hung on your wall. I have all of my goals. You can't see this obviously, but I have all my goals, all of my to-do list, my plans, and then on the very top, I have, and I'm pointing to this, but you can't see it. I have what's your motivation written on a whiteboard. I bought 3 pieces of whiteboard from Home Depot. They have these little pieces, and you can actually put them up with it's like 2-sided. It's very lightweight, but I created a whiteboard, and I have it on my wall. And I have, like I said, my goals. I have my to-do list. I have my plans, and then I have what's your motivation at the top. My motivation is my wife and my 3 kids. I have an arrow there. Maybe I'll show you sometime. But for example, one of my goals is 0 debt by 10/25/2001. Another one of my goals is to lose 30 pounds by 10/25/2019. On December 26, 2018, I was 282 pounds. Today, I weigh 239 pounds. I just weighed myself. So this is off topic, but write down your goals. It'll help you hold yourself accountable. Write down your interest, desire, motivation, because that will help you keep yourself accountable. It will help when you want to quit. It'll help when you are doing a blog post and you're not seeing any results. When Google doesn't see your content as relevant, writing down and having your interest, desire, motivation hung up will help you. It'll help you when you're creating YouTube videos and you're only getting 20 views. It'll help you in whatever avenue that you've decided to pursue and it's not working out right away. Make sure you write down your interest, desire, motivation, because that will help you push through that roadblock that you've created for yourself. The roadblock that you create isn't your fault. It's just your mind. If you're creating content, it's just your mind working in overdrive, trying to put the pieces together. So again, write down your interest, desire, motivation. I also recommend that you write down your goals on a whiteboard, or whatever you have with you. But again, the goals will help you keep you on track. So now that you have your interest, desire, motivation written down, the next thing you want to do is write down, how am I going to get there? How are you going to get to the end result? Whatever that is, it can be blog posts, YouTube videos, whatever. That doesn't matter. Develop a game plan, stick to that game plan, and when the time comes, because it will come. It has come for me multiple times, probably daily, if I'm honest with myself, that this isn't going to work. This is not going to be successful. I need to think of something else. If you're attempting to make money online, because there isn't a public perception, I want to say, or it's not a consistently tried and true method, you are going to doubt yourself. There are many more people that will say making money online doesn't work than that will say it won't work, when in reality it does work. I've made money online. I've made decent money online. The thing is making money online is easy, but finding a way to replicate it and automate it is the challenging part. If you can find a way to make $1 online, you can make $1 million online. The difference between the dollar earner and the $1 million earner is they found a way to replicate it, and they've found a way to scale it. A good example of this is if you look at my Udemy courses, I have probably, I want to say like 10,000 subscribers to one of the courses. There are people out there that have 50, 100,000 people in their courses. That's because they've found a way to scale it. They are possibly, they're marketing it better. I don't really market my course at all, but check it out. But again, if you can make $1 online, you can make as much as you want. You just have to find a way to scale it and replicate it and do it consistently. There are people online on YouTube that claim they've made a bunch of money online. I can't verify that yes or no. They'll show you things that they've done that claim that they've made money. It is what it is. But I'm telling you, making money online is relatively easy. You just have to figure out a way to replicate it and scale it. That's where people fall off. That's the difference between the dollar earner and the $10 million earner, is scaling and replicating. Anyway, back to the original topic. Interest, desire, motivation. If you know your interest, desire, motivation, chances are you can tap into someone else's. Because in reality, people aren't very different. I would say 99% of the population, exactly the same. They have the same concerns, the same frustrations, the same needs, the same wants. They just communicate it differently. And if you can find an audience that you can tap into their interest, desire, motivation, you can get them to do whatever you want within reason. So yeah, make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if this video or any other video has helped you out on this channel. I'm going to leave some links in the description. They will be affiliate links. One link will be to Project 24. It's the blog. It's the blogging course that I am following. It teaches you how to create successful blogs so that you can replace your full-time income with passive income within 24 months. I am also going to leave a link for ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is the email marketing system that I use. That link will be a 2-week free trial, so definitely check that out. I'm also going to leave a link to my website. My website has some recommended products or some recommended tools that I use for creating YouTube videos and blog posts. And I believe that's it. But definitely check out the links in the description. and I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to listen to this. But leave a comment below. I want you to hold yourself accountable and leave a comment about your interest, desire, motivation. Also, tell me your thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are your opinions on the things that I have said thus far? So this is Alston. Thanks for watching. We will see you soon.